Chapter 4, Stranger. After supper, Aunt Millie said, "Well, I imagine you would like to get unpacked. I never even thought about that until this minute. Come on." We went upstairs and Aunt Millie walked to a room down at the end of the hall and said, "There, I thought you would like to stay in Bubba's old room because it's just like it was when he left." I keep saying that I'm going to clean out this room and throw away all the junk, but I never do. I went into the room slowly and put my suitcase down on the rug. I knew right away what kind of boy Bubba had been by looking at that room. There was not a person in the world who could have thought the room was mine. Just one glance at me and anyone would know that I had never shouldered the shotgun on the rack, that I had never stuffed the squirrel on the bookcase, that I had never collected all of these different birds and eggs and nests that were on the bookcase. Aunt Millie was saying, "I've been after Fred for weeks to hammer those screens in. I know how boys love to climb out of their windows at night. Come here." I went over and she pointed to the huge tree beside the window. "Look there, see those smooth spots on the branches, just like steps? Well, that's how often my boys came up and down that old tree. Their feet wore the bark down. They wouldn't use the stairs at all." And I said, "Fred, I am through worrying about boys falling out of trees. You hammer the screens into those upstairs windows." "I won't climb out," I assured her. "Oh, go along with you. I know what boys are like," she said. "No, I won't, because I'm afraid of heights," I said. "Don't tell me. You'll be out there first chance you get, I know. Only, like Fred says, if you want to climb out, there's not a screen in the world that would stop you, so I guess it doesn't matter." She crossed to the chest and pulled out 2 drawers. "Now I cleared out these drawers for you. Put your things right in here." She patted the bottom of the drawer so I wouldn't make any mistake. "Now I'll be downstairs if you want anything." "I won't." "Well, if you do, I'll be downstairs." She went out and I opened my suitcase and put my clothes in the drawers. And then I opened the other drawers and looked at all the things in them. There were different kinds of rocks in shoe boxes and bullets and an old cardboard box with coins in it and a big stack of 4-H project books. And in the bottom drawer were some old hunting clothes and bathing suits with life-saving emblems sewn onto them. I closed the drawers and sat down on the edge of the bed. I had not been able to eat any supper at all. Aunt Millie had been watching me the whole time and she had said over and over, "Don't you like the supper?" Finally, I had managed to hide some food in my pocket so she would think I had eaten something. Now I reached into my pocket and took out the crumpled up sandwich and 2 broken peanut butter crackers. The only time I ever really enjoyed eating was one time over at Petey's house. Petey was a great eater and he got an idea for a new food invention. It was called the Petey Burkiss Special. He got his mum to make up some dough and then on top of this dough, Petey cut up dozens of hot sausages and meat and different kinds of cheese and pickles, and then he rolled it up and baked it, and when it came out of the oven, it looked like a great golden football. Petey sliced it right down through the middle with a big knife and pushed half over to me. Wonderful smelling steam poured up into my face. We started eating and our mouths were on fire and cheese and sausage juice was dripping down our chins. Petey was just moaning with happiness and I ate until my stomach hurt. It was the only time in my life that my stomach had hurt from being too full. I sat there holding the crumpled sandwich in my hand. It was some sort of cheese which Aunt Millie had made specially since they were her boys' favourites. She told me that one time on a picnic, Bubba and Fred Jr. had eaten 23 halves of her famous cheese sandwiches. When I heard that, I had tried harder than ever to get one down, but I just couldn't. The only thing in all the world I could have eaten right then was a Petey Burkiss Special, and then only if Petey himself had come running in with it.